Lock your windows and hide under the bed sheets because things are gonna get a little bit creepy. What's up guys, it's Daz here, but you don't really care. Now you might think that living in a Pokemon world would be really great around this time of year. Anything scary and threatening can easily be taken out by your water tank turtle, right? Wrong. The Pokemon world can be a dark and scary place, especially for a little 10-year-old. There may be electronic rodents, but there are also ghosts, lots of them. Here are the top 10 creepiest ghost Pokemon in the franchise so far. Yamask. According to the Pokédex, this guy carries the face of itself back when it was a human. Imagine that. You're out one night going trick-or-treating and you see this hovering Phantump holding a long dead face. In real life, this would be far scarier than the interpretation of this cartoony style of the game. Honedge. A recent contender, it's just a possessed sword. Nothing more, and that's quite right. But don't approach one, for any who dare to grab its hilt will have their arms wrapped by a blue cloth and their life energy sucked out completely. You can't even fight these ghosts if the swords themselves are the foes. Drifloon. At first glance, this is just a cute little balloon. But of course, if you were a young, light little child and you felt like holding onto its little arms, well, don't blame me if you suddenly go missing. Have you ever gotten lost before? Didn't it feel utterly terrifying? In real life, you'll eventually get found, and most of the time you are completely safe. But in the Pokemon world, if you get lost in the woods, you may just become a Phantump. A stump possessed by the spirits of children who got lost in the woods. No badass skeleton guide for you, Link, just a ghost up tree. But it only gets worse. If you're a safe child, you wouldn't have to concern yourself with these problems. Or would you? Misdreavus. They come to you. They find pleasure in shrieking at night. And some of these mysteries surrounding the Pokemon are never solved, such as ships and all their crew members. Where did they go to? I don't know. But all of those who wander into Jellicent's territory will all have sunken, all lost, all vanished. See that flame? That's a Lampent. What fuels that flame, you ask? Well, that would be the spirits that it absorbs. What's worse is where it gets its spirits. It comes straight to you. It hangs around hospitals, waiting for your spirit to be released. Imagine seeing that out of your window, staring at you, hungry. Even so, there are many others in there like you. You're not alone in your last moments of life. There's no risk of a long, slow and painful death. All alone now, is there? No. Unless, of course, you find a haunter. Those licked by such a being will have their life sapped, causing them to shake progressively violently until they eventually die a cold, agonizing death. But Pokemon such as Duskull relish in the thought of crying children. In fact, they like to startle bad kids by passing through walls to make them cry. On top of that, they will often spirit away some bad children, so you best be on your best behavior. Your life may depend on it. And finally, the creepiest ghost Pokemon? Out for blood, it's Frillish. This one will chase you, poison you, paralyze you, and as you're stuck motionless on the ground, it will hold you and drag you down. Miles and miles under the surface you will go. Where to next? None know. All that's known is that you will never return. No police department or fire dragons can help you now. Have fun, little 10-year-old. My name's been Daz. You didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit.